Hello everyone, my name is Joe Petruzzi, and today we're going to discuss spacing. First we will define the word step as an 8 to 5. An 8 to 5 is a standard step size found in the marching arts, defined as 8 steps in 5 yards. The exact value for this is 22.5 inches. Spacing is a very important subject when designing drill. In some cases, there are constant intervals that must be met that will affect physical interaction as well as musical performance. Now I will tell you the sectional constants that I've come to learn. For color guard members that are doing flag work, 4.5 to 6 step intervals should be the minimum. This will prevent collisions with flag work as well as give the members a buffer of room in case they don't meet their dots. As for rifles and sabers and other small props they are using, 4-step intervals are fine. For drumline, snares will need 2-step intervals. For some special visual cases, such as cross-throughs, you may increase it temporarily, but for the most part, a 2-step interval is close enough to ease the challenge of cleaning the music, as well as far enough that the instruments will not collide. Tenors or quads should be a 3 to 3.5 step interval, and no less. Since quad sizes do vary, going any less than this distance can cause issues. Marching cymbals typically need 2.5 to 3 step intervals, and finally, bass drums will need 3 to 4 step intervals, depending on the size of the bass drums. For any wind instrument, brass or woodwind, 3-step intervals are the best size for any skill level. 2-step intervals are a little harder to march because 1, there is less room for error, and 2, trombones will have problems. Trombones always need a minimum of 3-step intervals in the direction they are facing. For the most part, any other instrument will be fine at 2-step intervals without physical interaction. Just be careful when you're reviewing your transitions. 1-step intervals should be used only in special features in the show that the members can accomplish it. 4.5-step intervals and larger begin to make it challenging for wind members to sound together. Only use this interval if you're intentionally trying to challenge your band for the better. In the end, you have say in all intervals, and there are definitely special cases where these constants can be interrupted, but for the most part, these will all work for all skill levels. That's it for today's How to Write Drill. I'm Joe Petruzzi. I'll see you next time.